My life was a train wreck. I had a struggle with drug addiction. The toll it took on my family. At one point, my wife started talking about divorce. All the money we saved, I spent it, on drugs. But yeah, it started to destroy my relationships.
And I had to threaten him with I'm leaving, I'm taking the kids, and we're leaving you. But even that sometimes didn't work. That was pretty extreme and it didn't work.
My eyesight and my hearing started to go. As I was having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, I went down to my knees and I just pleaded out to God. I guess that was my last words I could say before if I died or not. I said, maybe this will work. Maybe he'll spare my life. I knew there was a God, but I guess I didn't have a relationship with him. I got asked to go to a small group, and that was an experience. I'm still in a small group to this day, but the first time I went to that small group, immediately right after, I knew that that's where I needed to be. I got invited to church. At the end of the sermon, he gives a chance for those who want to receive the Lord, and immediately after I cried out for God. It was a type of love that you can't describe until you feel it yourself. It was a feeling that I will never forget. I can remember it like it was yesterday. He freed me from my addiction. He got to restore my relationships with my children, with my friends, with my wife.
And once I started seeing him going into these men's groups, that was beautiful to see him go from being so far gone to being a new man in Christ. I would just say that he inspired me, to want to be better. Sorry.
She actually received the Lord too, a couple months after I did. Going to her women's group, small group. Now we have our couples group at home. She's on fire for the Lord. It's awesome, and seeing breakthroughs and freedoms in other people's lives. That's the joy right there.
On a Friday, I was actually doing some work at Moku's house, and they started doing their Bible studies and talking about God and scriptures, and I was just kind of something in my head, just kind of like, hey, that's kind of interesting. So for some reason, I was just so intrigued. I think that's where the doors opened. I just started asking more and more questions, and me and Moku, and we started talking about, this God and like how everything happens for a reason. And yeah, it's just from that point on, it was just the floodgates open from there.
After we prayed with Al about, receiving the Lord into his life, and he got to be baptized, and I got to baptize him personally. Asked him, like, hey, we want to start this one-to-one discipleship, and he was for it. He said, yeah, let's do it. Immediately after, I caught COVID. My wife, my 3 kids, and it was severe. It was excruciating. So in the midst of COVID, I had it out with God. I was swearing at him. I was, cursing at him. He immediately told me, like, hey, okay, since you serve me every day and you read my words every day, you read my promises, then what's the worries, What is there to worry? I'll help you, bring you through this. So he gave us the power and the strength to push through. So in the midst of COVID, God got us saying, hey, you still got work to do, you got a group to lead, you got people to disciple. And I think I was in the ER that day, and we were planning on canceling it due to my condition, and I felt God tell me, no, you still can zoom in. There's no excuses. So I texted the group and said, no, you know what, let's just do it. And yeah, only God can give me the strength to do that. Even though so much around us has been canceled because of COVID, but because of him, my marriage, my small groups, my purpose, my Christmas, and my life wasn't canceled. My new passion is actually just being a positive impact on others who needs it, because I know that there is a lot of others out there who are in the dark and who's looking for that light.